Resting in between unseen sheen. Nothing vivid, nothing loud. Soft cloud. Shades that never pull the eye. Let it lie. Calm suspended in the hue. True. Neutral tone. Steady feel. Nothing sealed. Space to think without demand. Open hand. Neutral tone. Balanced air everywhere. Clarity in muted light. Right. Edges softened by restrained without pain. Texture barely catching glare. Gentle layer. Kick like pulse beneath the shade. Even fade. Groove resting in the blend. Bend. curving low and deep, half asleep, groove bending without strain. Again, I glide, return, slow contour, calm and sure, to endure when the line is drawn with care within there. Dim light over wooden floors, ideas drifting through open doors. Nothing urgent, nothing loud, just thinking without a crowd. Shadows move along the wall, every thought feels small, small enough to hold in hand, small enough to understand. No floodlight, no glare, just steady air. Paper lantern mine, soft but bright, holding focus through the night. Paper lantern mine, warm and slow, clarity begins to glow. No pressure to ignite the sky, no need to amplify, just contained and clear. Vision drawing near, baseline like a heartbeat tone, gentle but fully grown, light enough to stay awake, calm enough to create glow. Don't burn, learn. Paper lantern mine, patient flame, quiet effort wins the game. Paper lantern mine, steady sight, small light, big night. Distance stretching clean and wide, side to side, nothing crowding into view. Open blue, air unbroken by excess, nothing pressed, space allowed to simply be free. Clear span, steady sight, open light, focus travel without strain. Across the plane, clear span, quiet reach, within speech, every thought can cross the line. In time, ooh, ooh, ooh. obstruction in the way. Just delay, measured into softer tones, undertones, bass extending long and low, even flow, grooves suspended far and thin, within, stretch, extend, remain. Clear span, calm and wide, open stride, when the distance stays unbound. We're found. Footsteps on a quiet street, even rhythm, even beat. No hurry in the stride, nothing to outrun outside. Concrete cool beneath the soul, forward hold, breath aligned with pace, unrushed space. Measured steps through open air, nothing heavy there. One by one the distance folds, quietly it holds. Measured steps, steady sound, ground to ground, progress written in the feet, discreet. Street lights hum a low refrain, soft like distant rain. No destination loudly drawn, just moving on. Kick drum like a walking line, simple fine, groove steady as the night light. Step, breathe, continue. Measured steps, calm design, line by line. The longest roads are crossed without cause. Late afternoon turns amber gold, edges soften, outlines fold. The room exhales a slower tone, everything reduced to bone. Shadows stretch but never rush, air feels thick but not too much. Even time seems half aware of how lightly it should move here. Amber sands in the air, nothing cooling anywhere. Thoughts settle slow and wide, no need as glass. Just quiet hours that pass. Bass like fading daylight hum. Never loud but never numb. Groove contained in soft and light. Holding night. Remember silence, patient you. What is snow becomes the truth. Nothing shouting for control. Just a steady soul.
Light falls across the desk, not heavy, not grotesque, but steady in its claim. Without a name, dust and paper share the glow. Quiet undertow, no spotlight from above, just enough. No blaze, no flare, just there. Feel the weight of light resting on the page. It doesn't push or fight, doesn't rage. The weight of light keeps me still. A softer will, stronger than steel. Every line I slowly trace finds its place, not by force applied, but by staying wide. The room hums low and thin, like breath within, nothing sharp inside. Only wide. Stay. The weight of light holds the frame, discipline without a flame. The weight of light, patient sight, guiding through the night. From a north-facing pain arrives without strain. Never harsh, never loud, never chasing a cloud. Consistent through the day, it doesn't fade away. Just steady neutral glow across the flow. North window light, even and true. Nothing exaggerated, nothing skewed. North window light, come reveal. The truest colors are the ones you feel. Shadows soft along the wall.
overgrown. No dramatic climb, just line by line. Steady, constant, clear. North window light all day long. Focus doesn't need a song. North window light, balance view when glare is gone. Work comes through. Like a program running low, behind the scenes below. No flashing screen or alert, still it does the work. Invisible but aware, managing silent layers while I move from line to line. It's refining in the spine. Not everything needs to show. Some systems quietly grow. Let it be a background process, no applause required. Steady loops of progress, softly wired. Let it be a background process, working well unseen. Inconsistency isn't loud or green. Habit forming under skin. Tiny shifts begin, no fireworks, no parade, just adjustments made. Baseline like a hidden thread, connecting what I said to what I'll build tomorrow without pressure borrowed. I'll build the Let it be a background process, slow and smart. What runs beneath shapes the art. Let it be a background process, calm and true. The quiet work outlasts the view. Like sand against the skin, minutes settling in. Not a flood, not a wave, just what we quietly save. Each grain small alone, together overgrown. Not dramatic in descent, but permanent. Grain of time falling slow, layered where we cannot show. Every second placed with care, built somewhere. Grain of time, finding light, turning days to something tight. What feels small inside the hour holds power. Holds power. Clock hands barely make a sound, still they circle round and round. No applause for what they do. but they move you through. Kick drum like a measured drop, never forced to stop. Groove that understands where it stands. Settle, stay. Grain of time, patient drift, slow accumulation shift. Focus shaped by what we keep deep. Sky and ground, level found, nothing rising past the seam. Quiet beam, distance held in steady view, clear and true. Oh, no distortion in the air, anywhere. Still horizon, open sight. Left and right, everything aligned and wide. Side to side, still horizon, quiet frame. No claim, focus walking straight ahead, where it's led. Shift their place, slow pace, ground unbroken, firm and long, silence on base, stretching like the land, underhand groove, steady as the line. Hold, level, remain. Hold. Measured till corrected slow. Just so. Nothing forced into the grid. Nothing hit. Angle settling into truth. In you. Soft alignment, subtle shift, gentle drift. Everything adjusted half a tone, undertone, grew straightened at the seam, clean. Soft alignment, calm and sure to endure when the smallest shifts are right. Mass distributed with care, equal share, nothing pulling off the side, held inside, hands adjusting subtle shifts, gentle lifts, every load accounted for, nothing more, balanced weight, steady hold, controlled, order pressure spread with ease like a breeze, balanced weight, quiet poise, no noise, focus steady at the core, sure. Edges resting firm and square, open air, center grounded in the base, in place, kick and bass and even tone, undertone, groove anchored to the ground, sound lift, please settle. Balanced weight, calm and sure to endure when the measure set just right. No crashing waves tonight, just water pulling tight, breathing in and out without a shout. Moon somewhere unseen, shaping what has been, movement you can barely trace, yet it shifts the place and bends. Retreat, repeat, like a tide without noise. I rise and fall, no spectacle at all. Tide without noise, steady and slow. The deepest currents never show. Edges of the day recede, leaving room to read, space between each thought, hard earned and sought. resistance in the slide. Movement without pride, nothing catching at the edge. No dramatic pledge, surface smooth and even. No need to be driven. Forward simply happens when tension lessens. Ease flow, go. Frictionless motion, calm and aligned. Energy saved inside the mind. Frictionless motion, quiet control, less force used, reaches the goal. Not lazy, precise, measured twice. Remove the drag, drop the weight, let momentum operate. Kick drum low and clean, nothing in between. Every action light but keen. Reduce, refine, realign. Frictionless motion doesn't strain. When nothing pulls, you gain. Frictionless motion, subtle art, smooth system start. Not the mountain, just the stone in my hand. Weight specific, texture planned. Edges rough, cool and dry. No need to ask how high. Live, place, stay. Stone by stone, the line appears. No thunder sound, no cheering ears. Stone by stone, the form is grown. Nothing sudden, nothing thrown. Dust gathers at my feet, quiet and complete. Shape emerging slow and sure. Simple, pure, no grand design declared. Just patience shared between my breath and what is there. Hold balance, release. Stone by stone, the height will come. Built from focus, not from drum. Stone by stone, I understand. The future fits inside the hand. Nothing here has to be perfect. This is only draft mode. Loose ideas on the surface, testing different roads. Sentences unfinished, margins full of doubt. It's the architecture, figuring it out. No spotlight overhead, no final call instead. Just moving shapes around inside my head. Stay in draft one, let it be rough. Progress doesn't need to be polished enough. Stay in draft mode, edges on trend. The first quiet version is where we begin. Delete a line, rewrite a phrase. Shift structure, rearrange. Nothing sacred, nothing fixed, just pieces learning how to fit. Soft percussion, marking time, not a deadline, just a sign that momentum doesn't shout, it builds without. Let it breathe, release, repeat. Stay in draft mode before it shines. Awake, finish, shade starts undefined. Stay in draft mode, don't overthink. Creation happens on the brink.
Paint applied in subtle tone over stone, not to hide what's underneath, but to complete. Then code settling into grain without stain. The structure still remains unchanged. Final layer soft and sure to endure. Nothing loud in what it has, just balance. Final layer steady hand understands. Refinement is the art at heart. No excess in the brush, no rush, just enough to smooth the seam between. Kick muted it into air, care, groove resting in the blend. And finish, polish is final layer, quiet close, where we chose. After all the shaping done, it becomes one. Phone lights up, but I don't check. Let the outside intercept. This hour is enough for sale, not another notification trail. Cursor blinking patiently, like it's breathing next to me. Waiting not for speed or flare, just attention placed with care. The world can wait at the door. This quiet room is something more. Let the messages stay unsaid for a little while. Not every thought needs a dial. Let the messages stay unsaid. Silence is gold in uninterrupted control. No reaction, no reply, just the rhythm passing by like a train I choose to miss, so I can finish this. Ace and keys in soft embrace.
still build. Let the messages stay unsent for a little while. Not every thought needs a dial. Let the messages stay unsent. Silence assuming I'm in her control. Signal moving through a wire, not sparked by fire, just current clean and straight. Regulated rate, no overload, no flash, no system crash, just voltage held and well. Calm circuit running true, nothing more to prove. Energy refined and groove. Calm circuit holding shape, no escape from steady flow below. Each connection clean and tight, no wasted light. Impulse shaped and sent without dissent. Bass like grounded tone, fully grown, no distortion in the line design. Circuit through the night, balance might. Power doesn't scream the stream. Without a blazing sun, colors blur into one. No extremes to hold the eye, just a softened sky. Distance wrapped in quiet gray, nothing loud to pull away. Vision wide, attention thin, calm within, in the horizon. Wide and still, not a peak to climb or fill, just a line that holds its place, giving space. Set it horizon, subtle tone, never sharp but never gone. Steady ground. Clear and true. Thoughts extend like open land, unforced, unmanned. No rush to conquer or define, just line by line. Bass laid low across the frame, no hunger for acclaim. Design and sound profound. Why scars across the desk, each one holding something next. Single thoughts in careful print, no excess, no hint. Move them left, move them right, rearrange the quiet light. Big ideas reduced to size, so they're easier to organize. Break it down, make it small, nothing heavy after all. One index card at a time, that's the way we climb. No giant leap to prove, just a steady groove. One index card at a time, order from the blur. Clarity doesn't roar, it whispers. Stacks growing in neat rows, nobody else knows how small decisions made today quietly pave the way to the rhythm under skin. Keeps the structure thin, lean enough to stay light, strong enough to ride. Sort, shift, lift, lift. One index card at a time, that's the art of design. Focus isn't forced, it's refined. One index card at a time, simple and smart. Big system start in parts. Surface stretching far and thin, calm within. Nothing rising from the field, unrevealed. Air suspended over ground, level sound, level sound. Motion barely leaves a sign in the line. Quiet, plain, open spread, softly led, everything in even view, clear and true. Quiet, plain, steady sight, balance light, focus walking without strain across the plain. Across the plain. Texture resting smooth and wide, side to side. Pressure held in equal share, measured air. Bass diffused beneath the tone, undertone. Groove extended long and slow, low, oh, oh, low.
day begins like polished glass, clear enough to let it pass, without distortion, without stain. Just slide across a quiet plain. Coffee steaming, silver lines, clock hands moving without signs. Nothing urgent in the air, just space laid bare. Glass morning, clean and white, no resistance left inside. Every task in open view, simple, visible, true. Visible, true. No fingerprints of yesterday, no heavy words that overstay, just a surface ready-made for lines to be displayed. Restrained, exact, no excess layered in the track. Each motion leaves a subtle trace, but keeps the space clear. Our line begin. Clear. Our line begin. Glass morning, steady light, focus sharp and edges tight. Nothing hidden, nothing torn. Clarity is born. Clarity is born. Like a vacant page before the stage, no script laid down in ink, just space to think, no pressure in the air, just there, unwritten hours, wide and slow, where quiet seeds can grow, unwritten hours, clear and deep, what we build what we keep. The day hasn't hardened yet, no silhouette of what must be or what we see. Be minimal and light, soft ignite, nothing pushing from above, just love. Unwritten hours shape the frame before ambition finds a name. Unwritten hours, calm and wide, the truest work begins inside.
endless rotation coming round, barely making sound, not designed to race ahead, not fuel fed by dread, just torque applied from inside. Slow engine turning deep below, measured burn, consistent glow. Slow engine learning how to last, built for distance, not for fast. Cycle smooth and tight, no sudden spike inside. Oil thin, rhythm in the groove, built to move. The tempo doesn't chase, it sets the pace. Quiet drive that won't collapse between the gaps. Turn, return, sustain. Slow engine steady hum, never undone. Power stored in calm accord. Slow engine, silent chord. Less noise, more. Water held in perfect rest, sky reflected in its chest. No ripple to distort the frame, no sudden flame. The smallest shift would rearrange everything we claim. So stillness is a choice of poise. Still surface mirror white, nothing left to hide, calm enough to show what moves below. Still surface steady plane, without strain. Clarity is born when storms are gone. Hands move slowly near the edge, no pledge. Careful not to break what took time to make. Base like depth beneath the blue, true groove minimal and thin within. Hold, balance, reflect. Still surface, silent art, death and hard. When nothing shakes the view, the real comes through. rest, ripples fading into none. One by one, waves like hum beneath the tide. Inside, groove floating without sound. Grounded ground, still. I'll remain. Calm surface, soft and wide, open tide. When the motion stays at rest, it's best.
With care, measured air, nothing leaning past its mark. After dark, small adjustments in the frame. Keep it tame, every shift accounted for. Nothing more. Fine balance, steady line, by design. All the pressure softly spread. Even tread. Fine balance, quiet scale, without fail. Focus rests where both sides meet. Complete. Hands align above the board. No reward other than the level field. Calm and real, kick and snare in equal share. Layered air, groove suspended in between. Unseen. Measure, adjust. No longer pull. Willful. White space at the edge of text, room for what comes next. Not every inch must be filled, not every thought distilled. Breathing room along the side, where ideas can reside. Silence framing every line by design. Soft margin, open frame, nothing wasted for a name. What we leave becomes the guide. Quiet side, soft margin, steady view. Negative space holds true. restrained from going wide, disciplined inside. Structure shaped by what's not there. Balanced air, kick drum light against the page, measured gauge, groove subtle in its roll. Hold